boots on the ground in Ukraine. He hasn't done it when it comes to Venezuela. Now, things got a little bit scary when the State Department put out what they said was a $50 million reward for a man they said is a fugitive narco trafficker. But when people looked at the name, they're like, wait a minute, I know that guy. It's the president of Venezuela. He's in Caracas. Can I have my $50 million now, please?
Easiest 50 mil ever.
So then you see news starts to break that there are secret plans to ramp up pressure against Venezuela. And you start to wonder, wait a minute, are we going to do another coup in Venezuela? Is that what's going on here? Caroline Levitt asked about whether or not the Trump administration is now talking about actual kinetic war with Venezuela, boots on the ground. And notice that she does not say no here.
The 3 U.S. warships that are being sent to Venezuela, and there's 4,000 Marines on board. Are you looking at the possibility of boots on the ground there?
What I will say with respect to Venezuela, President Trump has been very clear and consistent. He's prepared to use every element of American power to stop drugs from flooding into our country and to bring those responsible to justice. The Maduro regime is not the legitimate government of Venezuela. It is a narco-terror cartel. And Maduro, it is the view of this administration, is not a legitimate president. He is a fugitive head of this cartel who has been indicted in the United States for trafficking drugs into the country.
So this is sort of like a new gloss on the old regime change effort that has been brewing out of Miami since the 1960s, when the Cuban Revolution led to an outflowing of Cubans into Miami. They have been trying to overthrow governments around our hemisphere and using their power, using their influence in the U.S. government to try to do that.
Before that, even.
Yes, it really ramps up after Castro. But now they're saying it's actually because of drug trafficking. The irony being, of course, the Latin American right is as involved in drug trafficking as the Latin American left, if not more so. And certainly historically more so.
I was going to say, you don't even have to say the Latin American right. You could actually just say the American right.
Yeah. Yes, and so now the argument that Trump apparently is making is that we need to overthrow the Venezuelan government because of drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how is it like? Is this an attempt to shoehorn it somehow into America First? Because nobody voted for a war with Venezuela.
Yes,
I don't know a single person other than. Actually, some of my family down in Southern Florida, who are Cubans.
Yes,
they would love to see a war down in Venezuela, and a lot of them are American citizens.
There are plenty.
But that doesn't quite count as America First. No offense, guys.
There are plenty of Venezuelans who would love America to fuel a coup.
Well, the right-wing Venezuelans in South Florida.
Or the right-wing Venezuelans in Venezuela would love to have the United States fuel a coup and provide the kind of rocket fuel for a coup against...
We've been doing that on and off for a very long time.
And this is fundamentally what was supposed to be the distinction between the old Republican Party and the new Republican Party. This is the distinction between America First and America Last, as Republicans now refer to the neoconservatives, is that even wars waged for what you considered a just cause against, for example, a legitimate dictator, are no longer America's business if it is not in the vital strategic interest of the United States, if Americans themselves are not immediately, urgently, directly affected by this conflict. And that's supposed to be the distinction between America First and America Last, that precisely the animating principle of the Cold War, which then morphed into the George W. Bush second inaugural speech about how it is in America's interest to promote democracy everywhere. This is exactly what America First is supposed to oppose, all of those, or that entire ideological strain. And so, yes, I think the narco part of this is how you shoehorn it, both ideologically for somebody like Marco Rubio, who has, and many others on the right, who have sincerely reconsidered